What a Saturday of football. Absolutely. Liverpool, the first defeat. Man City 5-1. Back, if you want to say back or not. Man United again going to be absolutely a talking point. Will Amorim be sacked or not? Enzo Maresca under pressure. Chelsea, disciplinary problem, of course, with Chalobah getting a record. And Enzo Maresca throwing the game after going down to 10 men again. Absolutely looking for the draw or something. But they lose 3-1 at home. There are a lot of things that we learned this Saturday. So we're going to talk about them game by game, of course. We're going to start by one team and then we go to the other and then we end it. But I want to actually your help. I want your help. We are on the way to reach 50K. So if this is your first time here, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you're a regular viewer, you know the drill. Like the video underneath so we get to talk about it. I want to hear your comments as well. I want to hear what you guys think about the defeats for the teams, for Chelsea, for Liverpool, and for Man United. And I want to hear what you guys think also about the Man City absolutely smashing Burnley, of course. I'm going to ask you a question through this video. So stick with us, stay with us. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, help the channel, the like button pushes the channel to the next viewer. We're going to start right away. I'm not here to absolutely waste time. I'm going to start by the Liverpool loss. What have we learned from this game? In my opinion, there is a little bit of something that we learned is that you cannot continue relying on your clutch players for the rest of the season. Liverpool have so many clutch players. The likes of Salah, Isak, Ekitike, Van Dijk as well. These players are clutch. However, performances caught up to them a little bit. And Arne Slot is trying to find... The first thing that I learned is that Arne Slot is trying to find the right formation to actually get the best out of some of his players, like the likes of Kerkez, the likes of Verts. He actually today, I thought he shoehorned the midfield today, trying to play Szoboszlai, Verts, McAllister and Gravenberch together. Maybe you need to drop one of them. Is it Szoboszlai? Is it McAllister? Is it Verts? It's his choice. But it didn't make sense to me that he would play a box midfield against a wing backs. That's why Muniz and Tariq Mitchell, they had kind of a field day. Of course, also, one of the things that I learned today, and I want to hear your opinions, Konate cannot continue the season up and down because you need to know, as a football coach, you need to know what you're going to get out of your players at least every game. Konate cannot have an 8 out of 10 game and then the next game he drops a stinker like what he did against Crystal Palace. He literally being dribbled, giving the ball away, can't build from the back, miss passes, positioning is completely wrong. This cannot continue for Liverpool because they will get punished, especially if teams have good defenses and they actually stop their attack. Also, one of the things is that Mohamed Salah needs to be again unlocked. He needs to be unlocked. For some whatever reason, Mohamed Salah has not started the season well. For some whatever reason, Mohamed Salah is missing passes, missing crosses, is not actually sharp at all. So maybe Liverpool need to find a different solution, which is maybe Alexander Isak, maybe Ekitike, when he comes back from the suspension he had for the stupidest red card he had in the cup against Southampton. But what have we learned? The conclusion for Liverpool, and I want to hear what you guys think about this. I'm not going to stay long for this video. So the conclusion about Liverpool is very simple. The performances need to pick up. Otherwise, right, you're going to lose game. You're not going to be able to rely every game on your clutch players. You need to actually be dominant. And I mean not dominant in terms of position. Because Liverpool had 70% position, yet they allowed 5 clear-cut chances in one half. They need to absolutely be the team on top of, what I mean, imposing their authority on the game. That's what I saw from Liverpool today, to be honest with you. The second team that I wanted to speak about is Chelsea. I have to say a couple of things about Enzo Maresca. He is going back to the Enzo Maresca that actually didn't manage the games well. He's actually panicking mid-games. Yes, Chalobah got a record, but Chalobah got a record in minute 52. And a lot of Chelsea people tell me that they were good in the first half. I thought Chelsea were better than Brighton, but not great though. I was expecting Chelsea to be great. In my opinion, Enzo Maresca is feeling the pressure. And one of the main things that I wanted to ask you, is Enzo Maresca utilizing the talent he has the right way? Is he using Enzo Fernández the best way? Is he using Pedro Neto? Is João Pedro being used the right way? Because you cannot tell me that Chelsea had 70% or 68% ball position first half, and your Joao Pedro, which is supposed to be the catalyst of the front line, currently with Palmer being out, has only 15 touches on the ball. That is not enough, in my opinion. Can Enzo Maresca turn it around? Yes, he can. Will he turn it around? We're yet to see that, because the pressure is going to pile up. They play Benfica in the Champions League. They play Liverpool, right? Arguably, Liverpool are the best team in the league currently, even though with the loss of Crystal Palace. They play them at Stamford Bridge. So they have back-to-back games at Stamford Bridge. So I want you to imagine if Enzo Maresca doesn't win at Stamford Bridge for 3 consecutive games, against Brighton, against Benfica, and also against Liverpool. I think there will be alarming signs right there for Enzo Maresca. To me, I'm watching this Chelsea team and I backed them. I thought that this Chelsea team will actually be top of the table by now. But they have 8 points out of 18. They already dropped 10 points. And I say it comes December or January. If Chelsea are 15 points behind the league leaders, whoever they are, Enzo Maresca need to be asked questions. And the reason why is that I'm not expecting Chelsea to win the title. But you won the Club World Cup, you won the Conference League, and you spent money. I'm expecting improvement on the second year of Enzo Maresca managing the team, not regression. Because Chelsea have very, very good players, the likes of Cucurella, Caicedo, Enzo Fernández, Joao Pedro, Reece James. These are good players that need to be utilized better, of course. Of course, they have injuries, and the center back is a little bit of a problem. Now, because now Chalobah's out, we don't know who's going to be back next game, if Tosin or Fofana are going to be there. They have only Hato, Badiashile, and Achimpong currently. We'll see what happens in the next game against Liverpool, but they need to focus on the Champions League, because remember, the Champions League are 8 games. They lost against Bayern Munich. You need to win your home games, in my opinion, and they need to actually be absolutely on the money when they play Benfica in the midweek in the Champions League. But it's not looking good for Chelsea. I promise you, it is not looking good. I backed the team, and I thought that Chelsea would do well, but it is not looking good. You look vulnerable defensively, massively, and that disciplinary issue is absolutely something that needs to be questioned. I think that the team that got the most yellow cards since the start of last season, they collapse again after a red card. But no excuses. Because if you're playing at home, right, it doesn't matter if it's against Brighton, you do not take out all of your attackers. Maresca, the lesson learned is Maresca showing his inexperience. Now, he's not experienced enough to manage these games and manage through these narrow tunnels when you get a red card, when Palmer is out. What is going to happen? How is he going to solve it around? I want to hear what you guys think. Will he turn it around? Because I'm hearing sacked. I'm hearing people talk about Maresca being sacked, or Maresca being sacked by December or by the end of the season. Oh, maybe they get Glasner next year. I'm hearing a lot of talk about Enzo Maresca. He's not a bad coach. I've seen good signs from him. I've seen good game management in some games last season. We have seen the PSG game. But Chelsea should not be only living on the PSG game. You should move on from that. And now there should be sustainable performances in the Premier League. But this game, Manchester City now moving to Manchester City. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys are still here. The lesson learned is Pep Guardiola is finding the right formula to get the best out of some players like Doku, maybe Savinho, right? In the middle, Tijani Reinders is looking like an engine now. He's not amazing like what he started the season against Wolves, but he's finding his feet. Phil Foden is back. And one of the things that I wanted to say is that if Phil Foden is back, Doku's cooking and getting output, and Erling Haaland is scoring at will as he is. He's already on 8 goals. 6 games into this season, Erling Haaland is already on 8 goals. Can City win the title? Yes, they can. If Pep Guardiola continue like this, if they keep getting their fear factor back. One of the things that I said that last season when away from Manchester City is the fear factor. City are slowly bringing back that fear factor. Yes, in the first half, they weren't the best. But after they scored the goal, they conceded they scored the goal from an own goal, and they conceded the goal from a deflection. But I saw Burnley a little bit getting past that midfield and getting 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 at the Man City defense. But the attack of Man City is the thing that will bail them out all the time. And you know that it doesn't matter if you try to attack City. Once you commit players, you will get hit by Manchester City. Erling Haaland, the main thing is that this guy can break the records again. Can you imagine if he breaks the record again? I think that would be absolutely amazing. But all I have to say is that I still think that City are third in the pick and order for the title. But I'm not ruling them out of actually winning the title. Maybe you can call it a flip-flop or whatever. But I still think that they are third behind Liverpool and Arsenal because of the defense who is getting a little bit better. But we need to remember that they were playing Burnley at home and it was 1-1 at some point until they scored, of course, their second goal. Because you remember, it was 1-1 and then they scored an own goal in the 65th minute. Sorry, and Nunes scored in the 61st minute and then they killed off the game with an own goal in the 65th minute. Erling Haaland scored a brace. He is someone who's scoring at will. Phil Foden is absolutely now playing very, very well. I got to give a shout out to him. But Jeremy Doku, and that's what I want to ask you guys, is Jeremy Doku currently the best winger performing on form in the Premier League? You guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. The last thing is, now this is dead, like they're finished. I genuinely think that Manchester United need to sack Amorim today before tomorrow. If they want to save this season, they might need to sack him as soon as possible, trying to find a replacement, because I believe that the players have lost all the faith. Bruno Fernandes missed a penalty. Man United were outplayed in every single aspect of the game against Brentford. They were dreadful defensively and horrid offensively. Defensively, one of the things is, I think Amorim is losing the plot, if I'm allowed to say that. I think he's losing the focus and the concentration in the game, because how do you leave Harry Maguire on the halfway line by himself, knowing that Brentford can play that long ball? They did it against Chelsea. So how he's not seen it against Chelsea? That is what they did exactly. They played one long ball behind that. I remember behind Fofana, and now they had a one-on-one. He did exactly the same to Manchester United. But Ruben Amorim didn't see it. What are you doing? What are you doing, Amorim? How are you not watching Brentford and knowing that that's what they do? They did it. And listen, Brentford deserved the win. Listen, without a shadow of a doubt, Brentford deserved the 3 points. Will Man United ever go back? What I mean by go back, will they be in contention? Will Man United go back to be one of the top clubs? Will they get their fear factor back? Will they be playing games when I'm sitting and saying, Man United will be favorites to win this game? Because I don't think they're favorites to win any game in the Premier League. Any. They play Sunderland next game. I think it's at Old Trafford. I can't sit here and tell you that Man United are favorites to win that game. It is astonishing how the mighty have fallen with Man United. Even though I said that the new front line with Cunha and Mbeumo and Sisco might actually provide a spark, it doesn't look like it's providing a spark. And it doesn't look like that anyone at Man United believe in themselves. Even Mbeumo had a stinker today. Cunha was kind of like trying here and there. Sisco scored, yes, but otherwise he was not good. He was not good enough. So to be honest with you, I gotta say that we need to look at Man United now as a team that is full of holes, that a team that no one fears. Maybe, but that's what we learned this weekend. We'll talk, not this weekend, this Saturday. If you're still here, hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you are new, of course, here. And let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Help the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow in a match reaction. Turn on the notification bell. And we're out of here, people.